G-Hive. I'm here today to do a quick story time for you guys. And I know we all read that title and y'all were like, yes, girl, gasp for air. Yes, guys, I'm going to jump right into the story, y'all. The story is really, really funny. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. So if you'd like to hear the story, please stay tuned. Alright, guys, so this is how the story went. So back when I was about 10 years old, I used to go and visit my dad at his girlfriend's house. So like my mom and my dad would do like a co-parenting thing. I would spend weekends with her and weekends with him. So this particular weekend, I was at my dad's house. At my dad's girlfriend's house, so their house together. So my dad's girlfriend had a son and he was about my age. And, you know, we used to play together all the time or whatever. So this was kind of like a normal weekend for me or whatever. So we played that day. And then the nighttime came and my dad did like always, you know, they fed us dinner and then they put us to bed. But this particular night, my dad's girlfriend's son was like, hey, do you want to go and hear something? And I was like, okay, sure, why not? So we get out of bed and we walk down the hallway and y'all, we end up in front of my dad and his girlfriend's bedroom. So the way that my dad and his girlfriend's bedroom door is made is they had like a little doggy door at the bottom. I say it was a doggy door. I think it was a doggy door, but it was a doggy door at the bottom of their bedroom. So I'm watching my dad's girlfriend's son and he puts his head under the door. He puts his head under the door for a second and then he comes back out. He was like, okay, your turn. So you go under and listen to the noises. So I put my head under the door, guys. And before I go any further, let me say this. I definitely didn't know anything about what was going on. I was just following what he was doing. He said that this is something he does on a regular basis. So again, I was just being nosy. Okay. So I stuck my head under the door. Sure enough, my dad and his girlfriend, they were dancing. Okay. And I'm young. I've never heard these things before. So of course I'm interested and I'm listening. And I don't want to say that I was enjoying it, but I found it quite interesting. So I'm there and I'm listening and then all of a sudden everything stops. Everything stops and then I start to hear them getting out of the bed. So by this time I was trying to snatch my head from under the door and lo and behold my head got stuck. So I'm still trying to snatch my head and before I knew it, the footsteps were like right on top of me and the first thing I thought of was play sleep. So guys, I instantly closed my eyes and then I hear my dad scream my name and he's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? At this time in my mind, I was thinking, okay, if I play sleep, then maybe they'll go away. But guys, they definitely did not go away. So my dad was screaming and yelling, cut the light on, and screaming, yelling, y'all. And what they had to do to get me from out of the door was my dad opened the door. He went around to behind me because my head was in the door and then my legs was on the other side of the door. He went behind me and he snatched me out. And guys, I came out, I was free. When I tell you that I got the worst whooping out of this life, like my dad has only whooped me one time and it was the one and only time he would have had to have ever whooped me because it was the worst whipping I could have ever gotten in my life. And the whole time I'm getting the whipping, do y'all know that my dad's girlfriend's son was just looking? And I'm like, but he told me to do it, but they didn't believe that because I'm the one who got caught. So y'all, that is my story about how I got caught listening to my dad and his girlfriend dance. Now that I look back on it, it was definitely crazy. And I definitely should have done it. I should have just stayed asleep. Like I started to, I should have just followed my first mind. Hope you guys enjoyed this story time. If you guys would like more story times, please leave it in the comment box below. Just give me some topics and I'll make it for you. And until next time, Bye, G-Hive.